Welcome back to Afia TV News today, our discussion segment. Recently, the Enugu Electricity Regulatory Commission announced downward review of tariffs for the main power distribution company here in Enugu. Of course, the announcement has been making a lot of waves, and it's time for them to actually put things in perspective. How did they arrive at the particular tariff they have set now that will take effect from the 1st of August? And to help us put this in perspective is Mr. Ruben Okoye. Ruben Okoye is, of course, the Electricity Market Operations, that's a Commissioner for Electricity Market Operations, EERC. That's Enugu Electricity Regulatory Commission. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
You've been all over the place today. You've been on TV, you've been on radio, you've been everywhere. But I mean, you have to explain this. People like to hear that tariffs have been reduced. So talk to us exactly, what is it that your commission saw that warranted the tariff reduction that will take effect on the 1st of August?
So first to say, we were pleasantly surprised, when the tariff came out to what it was. We didn't work from answer to the question. We worked based on the numbers that were given. So based on our tariff methodology regulations, we got input from the operator, that is main power. The input will be about their costs, basic costs. What does it cost you to do business? What are the investment plans you have and all of that? They come out in Naira and Kobo. At the end of the day, there are other things you add to it, the cost of borrowing money and the likes. All of that are what, impute into, there's a tariff model. After you have imputed all of this, it gives you what you consider as the revenue requirement. The revenue requirement is what an efficient operator, given a particular operating environment, will use to provide service in a particular year. So when you get that, then you come down to the smallest basic unit, which is the average tariff. What it comes out if you don't have any band A, band Z, or whatever, everybody's just paying the same something. It comes down to a particular number. So that's how we worked.
So typically, you are suggesting, or you have put it in place that from the 1st of August, band A customers will be paying, who were paying 209 naira per kilowatt hour of electricity, will now pay 160 naira per kilowatt hour of electricity. So ultimately, this is basically focused on those who are on band A.
Right.
So why the focus on band A?
Well, incidentally, what you call tariff design. The tariff design is like when you have determined the revenue requirement, how it is now apportioned among the different customers. So when we started our engagement with Manpower, we asked them, what do you want to do? There's a traditional tariff design where you share power according to the type of usage. You have residential, commercial, industrial, and all of that. That has been the traditional tariff design that had been in the country until recently began to do banding. What do you want to do? They said they want to do banding, but that they are concerned about the band A customers because the tariff for them is weighing them down. Okay, so that they would like to see how they can, reduce their burden. And then when they gave their data and it came to what it came to. So, yeah, the tariff did not go up. And because it didn't go up, we say, great. So let the other customers who are not as privileged by way of service remain where they are. But let these people have the highest tariff, but also they have the highest cushion from 209 to 160. That's a difference of about, is it 60 naira? No, thereabouts, 50-something naira. So that's how it worked out.
So the other persons in band B, band C, band D, and the rest of it, they're basically just frozen in time.
The frozen, yes, because if there's something I need to add here, the tariff, part of the reason why the tariff is where it is from what we did is that there is a recognition that there is a subsidy for electricity generation at the national level. So if that subsidy is removed by the federal government, it will necessarily require that the other banks take a share of the burden for providing service. But that subsidy had not been removed. And because it is available, it was like they are the people who are benefiting most from that subsidy. So if it's removed, there'll be movements. We don't know when the federal government might choose to do that.
That's right. Okay, there is a statement here credited to the Executive Director, Association of Power Generation Companies of Nigeria, Dr. Joy Ogaji, who noted that the debt owed the Gencos at about 4 trillion, said that the move by EERC would further increase the debt borne by the generation companies. So you said you looked at how monies move back and forth to arrive at this, but they are saying that, well, you are taking more money from us. We'll be in a deep mess if you do this. That's what they're saying. Are you looking at two different books?
No, I think that what has happened is that some people have responded. I'm not saying directly that, but some people have responded based on what they saw in the news. They've not bothered to read our order. So if people read our order, you'll see that everything about upstream, when I talk about upstream, the national generation tariff is properly accounted for in the tariff. Okay, for transmission, whatever is the transmission charge is accommodated. Even the facilities that the federal government through the Central Bank of Nigeria advanced to the distribution companies. They call it NEMS facility, Nigerian something. I can't give you the full name now, but NEMS facility. So all of that, a share of that, because EEDC is sub 5 states. And because it's sub 5 states, we can only take a portion of that debt by a certain agreed formula. There's a formula that the regulator at the national level has proposed for delineation of assets and liabilities. Okay. So that sharing formula was what we used to ascertain the level of whatever indebtedness should come to main power. And so what I'm saying basically is that they have not lost anything by what we have done. What they are getting from EEDC is what they will still get. Okay, so there's no reduction. So it's making sense now. So you are saying that what concerns Enugu is its own share of whatever debt that the EEDC has, not their debt for the whole of Southeast. No. So I mean, this is getting more interesting. So what now would be, how do you ascertain that you are getting that on the 1st of August? How would the consumers ascertain that that main power are adhering to your directive? I think it will be a straightforward something. Somebody goes to vend maybe the first, maybe the second, maybe the first week of August, and then maybe somebody that has a prepaid meter. The tariff will show that you are either applying what we have given or not. If there's an indication that the order is not being applied or being accorded the respect it deserves, then there will be some consequences. So one would want to assume that Manpower already have a copy of the order before you went public. Very, very assuredly. That was the first thing that was done. But the statement by Mrs. Joy is not coming from Manpower, but of course, Manpower is a member of that. No, Manpower is not a member of the Genco Association because that is the association of Gencos. There is distribution. Yes. So and we don't have a direct line of sight with the Gencos. So why is she, or why is their organization really concerned about this? They think that because the tariff is lower, that is tariff of an A is lower, then it necessarily means that there's a reduction in the money that comes to them. That is not true, because there is a particular naira and kobo for every kilowatt of power that comes from the national grid. So that amount has been taken into account in our tariff. So if you've been getting 10 naira from EEDC, you still get 10 naira from Manpower. If TC has been getting 20 naira from EEDC, he gets the same money. So nobody has been shortchanged. That's just something. So people sometimes respond to change sometimes fearfully and think that the doomsday has come.
But of course, just before we go, because we're out of time, in that order, you mentioned that your new tariff regime will tarry or will be in force until when the federal government decides to take away their subsidy, isn't it?
Yes, if they do that, then the proper cost of that subsidy of generation will now be borne across. Now the question is, some people are saying, why should you are in Enugu, why should you be enjoying federal government subsidy? Well, we say we are still part of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So to the extent that we are part of the federation and the energy that is coming from a particular bucket for which EEDC has been entitled, it's just giving us a portion of it. We are entitled to whatever benefit attaches to that portion of energy. Now, if federal government chooses that, subsidy is something that cannot be managed, and they take it out, you take it out for the whole country.
All right.
And then all of us will be our burden.
Great. That will be a good place to leave it. We're out of time. Ruben Okoye, Commissioner for Electricity Market Operations, EERC. Thank you for coming to explain things to us here on Afia News Today. That's the news today. Thank you for watching. Do follow us on all social media platforms at Afia TV Official. Also, watch us live on our website, www.afiatv.net/live. My name is Alex Obodo. Good afternoon.